Okay, this is your tutorial on how to do experiment one. Please remember as you're doing this that you need both halves of your screen all the time. You need this background information over here for your first couple questions, and you need the lab on the right. So just keep looking at everything to stay caught up with what you need. So I'm going to assume you went ahead and answered the background questions. It's talking about the two lakes that we're looking at, Bear Paw Lake and Frog Lake today. They have different conditions, and so we're hoping to see different kinds of sticklebacks there. Part one is next, and you have to enter the lab to do part one. You'll begin by staining the fish. This is so that we can see them more clearly. So if you read the gray down here, it says everything you need to do to complete the lab. So first thing I need to do is put on my gloves. So click the gloves. I need to do all kinds of stuff to stain the fish by picking up the jars and pouring all these different liquids in them. But because of this tutorial, I'm just going to skip that. Just if you're doing it, click everything that the gray bar says. So here I'm going to go ahead and skip and just get to the part that I need to show you how to do. Look over here on the right. Please click here if you need a refresher on the scoring system. This is really important for you to be able to look at. Feel free to keep this open as you do. So I'm going to start in Bear Paw Lake. We're pouring out the alcohol from the jar. I need the strainer. Here we go. The fish are now stained. They're not normally this red in real life. We've stained it so that we can see their pelvises and their spines more easily. All right, there's my little pile of fish on the tray here. We're gonna see, this is Bear Paw Lake we're doing first. And let's look at one under the microscope. Okay, as usual, I'm going to highly recommend that you change to ventral view. It's much easier. I can zoom in. This is, if I'm not sure, review scoring system. Okay, back. He's reduced. All right, put him in the done tray. Get a new one. Let's check him out. Again, ventral view, there's his spines right here, and he's also reduced. Put him in the finish tray and get another one. All right, this guy looks absent to me. They're not telling me now if I'm right or wrong because in real life, nobody tells a scientist if they're right or wrong. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm going reduced. Next one, absent for sure. This guy, I can see some little dots there, looks reduced. Okay, I'm going to go all the way through this for both lakes. I'm going to finish Bear Paw Lake, and then I'm going to do Frog Lake, and then you'll see the next thing you do after that is take a quiz. I'm not going to show you all of that, obviously, so that you don't get the answers, but just be sure to answer all the questions here on your Google Doc. You'll have to count up at the end how many completes, how many reduced, and how many absences you had in Bear Paw Lake, and in Frog Lake you actually do have to count those. And then you'll take a quiz with only 7 questions and see how many you get right. Just fill these in, send it back to me, and that is your attendance for lesson number 6.